We've had a disastrous Secretary of States, one after another, since Catherine Harris. Kurt, if you're listening, you gotta fix the problems they started. Listen, it's time for John Russell. He's been my friend for years. He joined Verified Voting a long time ago for his campaign in 2004. And right now he has a court case, and he's, we got to get behind him and all these candidates that keep fighting. Clint's out there. We got to keep fighting because it's not over. Come on, John.
Thank you very much. Let's thank Bill Faulkner and Wayne Wiggins for putting this event together today. This is a very important day in moving towards a verifiable, trustworthy voting system. In 2006, I ran for Congress based on principle. You people are here in support of principle today. This week we entered the 5th year of a war entered into under false pretenses, following the recent conviction of Vice President, Chief of Staff, Scooter Libby, which validates the contention that this war was entered into under false pretenses. We entered the 5th year of an illegal war, the burden of which is borne disproportionately by the sons and daughters of the poor and the middle class. We entered the 5th year of an illegal war whose design was supposed to unite all Americans behind a cause that divides us. We enter the 5th year of a war that is used as a lever by what has now become, more than ever, a corporatist government that is transforming America from a representative democracy to an authoritarian government, and we are better than halfway there. And why did this happen? Why did this happen? Because the votes weren't counted. Yeah. And it's not just the machines, of which Ian Sancho gave a very detailed and compelling account of where we have to go mechanically. It is about much other than that. It's about polling places where the walls, figuratively, are not opaque, where the people that work the polling places, they have their own perspective on who should win these elections, and they take action there. And Kurt Browning, you know what I'm talking about when I speak about Precinct 109 in Pasco County, when the polling place supervisors, and this is a first-hand account that I discussed with Mr. Browning, when polling place supervisor was all day long on election day in 2004 handing out Christian Coalition voting guides 6 feet from the voting machines. That is a first-hand account. It is about who is permitted to vote and who is not, and only 6 states remain where people who have committed a felony, done their time, done their parole, are no longer permitted the full rights of citizenship. We must change to have a better America, an America that is by the people and for the people once again. We must have audits on election day that are randomly selected. And we have put together a document that is published on the first page of my website, johnrussell4congress.com, that details all the variables that must be in place to have a fair and trustworthy election system. And I must say that there is one candidate who is currently running for president who has come out in favor of eliminating the touchscreen or direct recording electronic voting machine, and that candidate is John Edwards. Yay! And I have previously, and I will once again today, state that I am fully advocating that people support Senator John Edwards for president in 2008. And in conclusion, I say that we must step forward and force our legislative bodies, be they state or be they federal, and the people that stand in these positions of responsibility, that these people ensure beyond any shadow of a doubt that we have a fully transparent election process, not just machines, but process in 2008, so that we can depend on when the votes are counted and the count is described to us by our officials as being official, that that count is one that we can rely upon without concern because the votes have been audited. I am here to say that we are pushing forward to bring forth more evidence in not only my election, but Clint Curtis's election, and as well as the governor's. It's just a part of due course that the votes weren't counted. And I'll let Mark Adams, the attorney in our case, describe that in further detail for you. Stand up for truth, stand up for liberty, stand up for patriotism, and stand up for what America is supposed to be as a role model for the rest of the world as we attempt to spread democracy across the globe. Thank you very much.